except when they get randomly changed for no reason at all. Oh yeah, since 3 of these matches were randomly changed in terms of opponents instead of living to the original plan, here's 3 automatic sins.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove those 3 sins, because for a show that was all about SmackDown versus Raw with no title matches on the main show, those change-ups were a good idea.
Alright, fine, I'll give you that. But just so we're clear, sins being removed or added are not due to personal opinions on this show.
I'm well aware of that.
Alright then, let's do this. Kid Rock, man. Kid Rock rules. And this song was a perfect way to pump us up for the battle for brand supremacy.
Which is the A show?
Honestly, it doesn't matter how many times Raw and SmackDown compete against each other in a fight to see which brand is the A show. In the end, they're never going to stop saying they really are the A show, even if they lose.
Kofi Kingston continues to prove that he doesn't care if he accidentally kicked the bootios into someone's face. Why start now, am I right?
The Shield against New Day!
Well, thanks for that, Captain Obvious. I totally thought you guys were taking on someone else for some dumb reason.
To steal our idea, you couldn't even do it as well as we did.
Man, that reminds me of someone telling me that about these Sin videos. Can't quite put my finger on who it was.
Dogs will always be dogs, and your boy's about to go Bob Barker on their ass.
If I were the Shield, I'd stay clear away from the New Day after that statement alone.
The New Day has completed their promo and we're ready for the Shield to make their epic entrance. But instead, let's wait another 3 minutes to watch a promo for this match. Couldn't have done that before New Day entered, or not at all. Guaranteed Corey Graves feels like the peacekeeper considering he commentates for both shows. Well, at least we get one neutral commentator considering the rest of the team are going to be cheering for their respective shows. At least Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are somewhat wearing their colors and representing Raw. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, doesn't even give a shit. Why am I not surprised?
Series sold out Toyota Center.
Oh yeah, Survivor Series has been sold out, with dozens and dozens of tickets available and many seats vacated. Definitely means sold out.
4 total titles between.
A not-so-hard slap from Dean sends Kofi spinning around in a complete circle on the ground. There's selling a slap, and there's also overselling the slap. Take a guess which category this is in.
The Kingslayer.
Whose nickname means absolutely nothing considering Triple H is here tonight wrestling.
Tag made, and Big A got.
Who the hell's Big A?
Did you see that?
No, I'm blind.
And there's that big old leg drop.
After all these years of Michael Cole calling matches involving Kofi Kingston, he somehow forgot that this signature move from Kofi was called the Boom Drop.
Hold on.
From the distance that Kofi started to execute the Trouble in Paradise, he'd be lucky if he even grazed Dean in the chest. A small step back and Dean could have easily avoided it.
Yeah, but he went for the 18. Oh, whoa.
I don't know why we're doing this, but we're bored out of our minds, so roll with it.
Right hand. And now the.
Ow, my hands! And my head somehow hurts despite never coming close to the table.
Fixable in here. That sets the tone.
It was briefly heard, but still, nonetheless, activate the 10 sin penalty for the 10 chants during countouts.
Time preparing whatever he's got in mind.
Corey's been in wrestling for many, many years, but somehow can't tell that Xavier Woods is obviously preparing for a superplex on Dean.
Ambrose tag Rollins.
Normally when we see wrestlers jump to reach their partners for a tag, it's when they are quite a far distance and barely standing. In this case, Dean made himself look like an idiot by jumping not even half a foot towards Seth. That's a little embarrassing.
I mean, it's a must-win for the Shield, guys.
Does Booker T not realize that the score is 0-0 and this is only the first out of 7 matches in this competition? It's a must-win for both shows, not just Raw. Need I remind you that Raw won last year?
Looking for another Samoan chop.
A Samoan Jop? I seriously cannot believe that this isn't the first time Michael's been sinned for replacing Drop with Jop.
Dog at this point in the match.
Why? Seth is out, Roman is out, Dean is the legal wrestler in the ring and he's out? That could have been New Day's chance to finish off Dean and get the win. I think I know who to blame for New Day's loss. I call bullshit. By the time Roman speared Big E onto the pinfall, the referee would have completed the 3 count. Who knows, this referee could be wearing Raw colors underneath that shirt. Anytime they want to do your job and get the illegal men out of the ring. Anytime.
While the match did have a lot of sins in it, there's no denying that the ending was great. The last 5 minutes of the match was awesome, so here are 5 sins removed for a great opener.
Whatever the hell Alicia Fox is wearing on her captain's hat, it's like she gets it accessorized every single week since becoming captain.
The time for hugging is over.
This is something that should have been said to Bayley when she first showed up, to be honest. There are fans who actually thought that Natalya shouldn't have been added to the SmackDown team upon losing the women's title to Charlotte, despite the fact that it actually makes sense. Those fans are the reason this sin counts.
Survivor Series is presented by.
Pass.
Actually, you say it like this. Skip!
Yeah, well, this is my way of saying it. So there.
I still don't understand why WWE has Asuka's graphics play on the screen for a good 8 seconds before actually playing her music. Can someone explain what's so good about that?
Plain nice. This is Survivor Series. It's a war for supremacy. Hell no.
Alicia, she's a foreman.
She's a foreman? The hell's a foreman?
Faith.
Well, yeah, but Becky Lynch is the captain of the opposing team, so saying I'm the captain doesn't change the fact that your opponent is also a captain.
If you lose your captain early on.
Probably shouldn't have said that, Byron.
Back down live, you gotta move forward right.
Yay.
Never made contact before.
Wants to do it.
And
Was about to call this a dick measuring contest, but, let's just call this a what you can do, I can do better contest and move on.
Oh my God. Nia Jax has been
The most unconvincing way of getting kicked out of the ring I've ever seen.
bombs back in.
Biggest competitor on a team always gets counted out cliche.
Picking up a pinfall here. Whoa.
Ow, my... well, you know.
Come on.
Well, now I'm adding in a double sin here because Alicia Fox got her shoulder up twice before the referee counted 3, yet the referee decided to count her out anyway. Plus, from the way Naomi was about to lock in her submission, that didn't look like the planned way for Alicia to go out. Also, as annoying as it is hearing the ring announcer state the obvious by saying that insert name of wrestler has been eliminated, she never announces that Alicia's been eliminated. So does she think Alicia is still in the match or something? Wrestlers get eliminated quickly, one by one cliche.
For someone who's been undefeated in WWE for the last 2 years, Asuka has terrible peripheral vision if she couldn't see Tamina about to attack her.
That's released.
Natalya was clearly kicked on the shoulder, but her jaw is the one that's hurting. After sinning so many events defying logic, I shouldn't be surprised anymore.
Men's team is going to win. I mean, we've got John Cena.
This is funny, but at the same time sad, because Daniel Bryan brags about how Team SmackDown will win the main event and only brings up John Cena as the only favorite.
King of Kings has taken his rightful place.
Here's 3 cents, that's bullshit.
Because I got to beat the Authority.
And now I am the Authority.
The first ever champion versus champion.
Tom Phillips acts like this is the first champion versus champion match to take place ever. Now saying the first champion versus champion match of the night would make sense, but saying the first ever champion versus champion match implies that this has never ever happened before. Choose your words properly. Awesome to see Maryse make her return, even if it's a one-time only appearance.
Should I remove a sin for Curtis Axel wearing a neck brace that matched the colors of Raw tonight? Or should I not? Nah, I should. After all, nothing in this video series is supposed to be taken seriously to begin with.
Oh good, because a lot of my fans seem to take it seriously despite my many statements about it.
7-time Intercontinental Champion.
Michael excitedly reciting the Miz's accomplishments as if that even matters in this match. Wait a minute, does this mean Michael Cole's creepy erection for the Miz is returning? Oh god, we're all gonna die!
Baron Corbin blowing a kiss to his wife Maryse.
Wait, what? So Maryse is actually Baron Corbin's wife? What the fuck?
Baron is a dick to red neck braces.
Miz is gonna steal one.
Commentator stupidly refers to a roll-up as stealing the victory cliche.
By the Intercontinental Champion.
I'll give Baron credit, that was out of nowhere and was an awesome way to end the match. Post-match interview. If we're going to make this a common thing, at least interview each winner of the Best of 7 series competition.
Baron thinks he's Roman Reigns, holding the title like a sack of garbage.
And that's why Paul Heyman is one of the greatest talkers of all time in professional wrestling.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
Why the ring announcer is not announcing Cesaro and Sheamus as the bar when everything else is referring to them as the bar is beyond me. Who gives a shit about Hulu?
I do.
Psst! Brian, that's not the whole point of this.
Oh, sorry, what's your problem with Hulu, though?
I don't have a problem, it's just catchy.
What about ice cream bars? No.
Screw you, I want ice cream bars. Stop reminding us that we don't have those anymore.
Booker, where did you win 10 tag team titles?
Have you ever won any? No.
Booker T clearly has never watched NXT.
Cesaro, these two big guys, it's a relation.
First of all, the Usos clearly mistagging each other, so it shouldn't count for that. But the referee also didn't see it occur at all, so that's 2 reasons why this tag should not count.
It's a simple missed tag, man.
It's just nitpicking, that's kind of the point of these videos.
Hey, who's the narrator for this video anyway, you or me?
Well, technically we both are, but this is your first time and my 288th time.
Sheamus is a 4-time WWE champion.
Oh great, here we go again.
Jay is a dick to SmackDown.
Now the cover on Sheamus.
Alright, so Sheamus does kick out, which is fine, obviously. But the cinematic is the fact that Cesaro is sitting on the top rope, not doing anything about his partner getting pinned and possibly losing for their team.
Tag in the middle.
Well, now I'm removing a sin for that awesome way to tag out of the match and take out one of your opponents outside at the same time. I got taken out of this match because of a simple injury, got attacked by Triple H, and now I may or may not have devious plots to annihilate my father at WrestleMania face.
You got all that from one look on Jason's face?
Yep. Yeah, I know. These are what Alexa Bliss's graphics look like, but WWE couldn't have made it red to match which side she's on or something. The first 2 minutes of this match is Alexa debating about getting in the ring or not following the early lockup. I know this is a 4-hour show, but you don't have to stall time on purpose just to make it there.
This is a nasty side. She's got another side?
Yeah, she has another side. Remember that ridiculous Tinkerbell-like gimmick Alexa had earlier in her career?
I don't.
Yeah, me neither. Let's count it.
You're not the queen here, Charlotte!
Monologuing is a villain's greatest weakness.
Mauro Ranallo, by the way, does NXT. So let him stick to the box.
Jesus, is everybody referring to Mauro as Bacho Ranallo these days, even despite the fact that he's doing better this run than he did in this first run?
Kick out it.
No. Charlotte face first off the top turnbuckle.
That was clearly the middle turnbuckle, you dumbass, and you coincidentally botched your commentary just after you made fun of Mauro, who's not even here tonight, for botching.
Gonna get the ribs. Follows it up.
Haha, you missed Charlotte's back.
Almost.
Alexa really no-sold that kick out from Charlotte, considering she let go and threw herself back before Charlotte kicked out at all.
Heel wrestler begging for mercy in an attempt to bring the face wrestler into their trap cliche.
The best at playing possum. Cover.
God damn it, Alexa was really stupid during this sequence. She was about to hook Charlotte's right leg, but then proceeded to hook the left leg instead. Only reason for the sudden switch is likely because Alexa didn't want to beat Charlotte just yet. Can anyone else come up with a logical reason?
Put Charlotte in right there as well.
Kylo Ren.
Huh?
You know, because that's all Kylo Ren ever was in Star Wars, throwing childish temper tantrums with his lightsaber.
Oh, okay, but she doesn't have a lightsaber.
Yeah, screw it, let's just keep going.
Oh, it's got Alexa Bliss.
What a devastating kick to the air.
3-2 in favor of SmackDown. Spoiler alert, Brock wins.
This final shot of Brock Lesnar and AJ Styles holding their respective titles in a split screen was a great way to end this promo.
This matchup is so...
Discount Edge. Jinder Mahal's I can't believe I made this match official when I challenged Brock Lesnar but ultimately was never going to be in it face.
Universal Champion for 231 days.
And he's likely shown up for less than 15 of those days. Most unimpressive title reign I've ever seen. A lot of fans are impressed that AJ Styles lasted 15 minutes against Brock, and I am too. Though I sadly have to point out that for a majority of this match, Brock was playing around with AJ, stalling time and not taking him seriously. Which is why AJ manages to take advantage and survive as long as he did.
He's punishing this kid.
Kind of feels weird referring to AJ as the kid, considering he's a month older than Brock.
Either Brock is intentionally pretending to get hit in order to lure AJ into his trap, or AJ's punches are strong with a force.
Boy, you sure like your Star Wars references.
What can I say? I'm a nerd of professional wrestling and Star Wars.
I dig it.
Well, it's about time that somebody attacks Brock's legs. Seriously, how did no one else think about doing this over the past couple of years? To any future opponents of Brock Lesnar, take notes.
AJ thinking about...
I don't know who botched what, but I'll let the fans decide while I simply sin it.
Oh, God.
Seriously, is Brock messing himself up on purpose or something?
Wait a minute, Styles has the high ground here.
Don't underestimate Brock's power. Don't try it.
But AJ succeeds during this moment.
Oh my god, you didn't get that one, did you?
That one moment when Brock Lesnar can sell the hell out of the calf crusher more than any of AJ's recent opponents who've been locked in that hold. The way Brock reacts to this is right on point.
One big move in this.
Only reason the fans are chanting this is awesome is because Brock Lesnar is competing in a match that does not involve him squashing his opponents like usual.
If Brock Lesnar's injured, what does that mean for the future of Raw?
Well, his knee wasn't torn to shreds, and regardless, he's not defending the title until the Royal Rumble. So Raw has nothing to worry about. It's still in a sad position by having a champion who shows up 15% of the time.
We got what looks to be two of the best assembled teams in Survivor Series history in a match that was not as good as we'd hoped it'd be. It was good, but not as good as we wanted it to be.
As much as I'm not the biggest fan of the Demon Finn Balor, I think this event would have been another perfect time to unleash it. Mainly because this is one of the big four shows, but the other reason is because the red colors would match his team.
And he drove Kane through the ring.
I'd be impressed with that if we hadn't seen something like that Lord knows how many times over the years.
SmackDown Live Superstars had earned this opportunity.
Whereas nobody on Raw earned their spots on the team. I can make exceptions for Kurt Angle, but none of the other members won matches to actually earn their spots. At least Shane McMahon made sure that his team earned the rights. Hell, Kurt chose Jason Jordan for no reason, which led to Hunter joining for no reason.
No, it's hallelujah.
Shut up, Philip.
Wrong boring announcer, Corey.
Only 4 out of 5 members of Team SmackDown actually qualified. John Cena, on the other hand, didn't do anything, hasn't shown up until now, and doesn't even show up again after this. So true, not as bad as Kurt's way of picking teammates, but still bad nonetheless.
Would it have killed John to wear something blue for this? Gotta move that green merch.
SmackDown Live.
Attacking from behind, also pre-match assault.
There's no way in hell that Shane tagged in Randy Orton when Randy was on the other side of the ring apron. How is this even legal?
I'm not kidding, the first 10 minutes of this match is an occasional lockup or other wrestling moves, but a shitload of stare downs occur too. It's one thing to have a short stare down, but once every minute for 10 minutes is boring as hell. No wonder this match wasn't as good as we had hoped. If you're gonna tag him, just do it already!
Here comes Shin.
And this is why we don't have Michael Cole commentate matches involving Shinsuke Nakamura, because the nickname Shin is shinful as hell.
Now look at this staying calm.
Finn Balor just lets this happen, despite many opportunities to take advantage and get in control of the match were practically gift wrap for him.
Now he's the COO of the company, the wife of Stephanie McMahon.
So Triple H is the wife of Stephanie, you say? I always knew Triple H's pecs were big, but I never would have confused him for breasts. Well, we sure know who wears the pants in this relationship now.
Of the entire SmackDown. Credit for his boxing.
About time somebody actually did something when another wrestler wastes valuable time performing their signature taunt.
Oh!
See? Now that's how you taunt your opponent, when he's not up in your face and when you're actually in control. Bobby Roode, take notes on how to do this properly.
Had to learn the hard way, but he learned.
True, but no sin is being removed for his earlier mistake.
Alright then, we'll just not sin it at all then.
I'm actually going to remove 2 sins because of the quickness and Braun Strowman's dominance as he eliminated both Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode in just over 1 minute. That was one of the more amazing moments of this match.
Calm down. What do you mean calm down?
Dissension in the team cliche, something we've seen at almost every Survivor Series match involving partners who don't get along with each other.
Even if Braun didn't counter that RKO attempt, Randy would never have hit it anyway. Did you see his hand placement around Braun's head? Fundamentals, people!
Didn't find it fair for Shinsuke and Bobby to be at ringside because of their elimination, but I'll still remove 5 sins for that entire team effort to suplex Braun through the announce table.
My guess is Samoa Joe prevented Shane from doing yet another one of those death-defying moves because the table was already broken.
Joe getting tagged out but then tagging himself back in was the funniest moment of this match to me.
In my mind.
We're 20 minutes in and we're still doing this pausing shit? Good lord, this is boring. Since he's the one that pushed Hunter into Kurt, Randy's a dick to Kurt's angles.
Oh my God, who the hell?
The interference from Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was another moment that fit well into the storyline here, especially since Shane berated the pair of them even before they competed and lost in qualifying matches for this.
How is he standing?
Braun has survived getting an ambulance backed into another vehicle and surviving a garbage truck potentially crushing him, yet you're still wondering how Braun's able to stand after a simple suplex through an announce table?
And Triple H. A good job by the official. What do you mean good job by the official?
Byron thinks that Shane can use a chair in this match despite the rules being against it.
What's up with the stalling technique?
Booker T would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion.
Doesn't that mean you remove a sin since you complimented him?
No, the reason the sin gets added is because Booker himself said the sin. I don't blame you for being confused. This confuses everyone else too.
Braun Strowman and Kurt Angle.
The fans are actually doing the referee's job in counting out Shane. This makes me wonder why the hell they even chant 10 during regular countouts if this is the case.
Triple H and Shane. Wait.
Are you guys going to make up your minds on who's fighting who or not? Jesus, this match is full of fake out moments.
What the hell? It is.
The 2 feet to the right pedigree. Also, I would have been surprised about this if Hunter had not shown so many signs of doing this ever since the pedigree to Jason Jordan the previous week.
Cerebral assassin with the out Shane himself.
So it's revealed the whole reason Triple H did this was so he could once again take the spotlight for himself. How typical this big match on this big pay-per-view ends with a part-timer standing tall over another part-timer.
The greatest look of fear I have ever seen. And to end this video, post-match assault.
But that sort of thing happens all the time.
I know, but it's not immune to the sins. I know this can be a very confusing game to play, but it catches on after a while. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been fun working with Brian Zane. So far, what did you think about this collaboration?
Well, it sure feels weird being a disembodied voice, but I had a lot of fun doing this thing. It was nice working with you, Christian. We should try it again sometime.
Anything's possible. Once again, thanks for appearing on this show.